It looks like you're on the California coast, what with the beaches and blue water. And at a glance, that's exactly where you would think you were. Not 1,000 miles inland at a reservoir in the Rockies. Looks can be deceiving sometimes, but in the case of Starvation Reservoir, just outside the small town of Duchesne, Utah on Highway 40, it's closer to that sandy California ideal than anyone could expect.
I love Starvation. It's one of my favorite places to go. It's not very busy here compared to some of the reservoirs closer to Salt Lake, and the water is wonderful. There's lots of activities to kind of do. The kids like to go crawdadding, or they like to stop. There's actually a sand beach here, which a lot of the lakes in Utah don't have.
This is like one of the best lakes I like, and so this lake is always fun because there's not a lot of people.
And there's a lot of different arms to the lake, so if the wind's blowing one way or the other, you can kind of go find a place to hide.
How Starvation got its name is actually open to debate, as several stories have survived, all having to do with, well, settlers starving to death during the harsh winters. While not exactly what you want your area known for, since the dam has been built in 1970, Starvation has become known for its potential for fun, as opposed for its penchant for leaving you famished. Highway 40 actually goes right over the lake, teasing would-be boaters with the promise of blue water amongst the pale rocks, and a day of excitement few other locales can offer. Today, AYL's own Darren Kinder is on the reservoir, first and foremost to teach Chad and Rhea how to fish for crawdads. But before he gets to that, he's actually taking some special international guests on their first ever trip onto the water.
We have a friend that we went to college with, and she lives in Japan and teaches English. And so every summer she brings a handful of those kids to America to kind of immerse them in our culture. And we do our best to immerse them as deeply as possible. So we take them out water skiing and hiking and mountain biking and all the wonderful things there are to do in Utah.
What do you guys want to do? Shin and Haru have never been anywhere like Starvation Reservoir, let alone on a wakeboard boat. But that is where they find themselves today. Darren and crew start out by showing them the ropes, so to speak, and helping their confidence grow so that at some point they can take the reins themselves and hit the water American style.
They're not used to, power sports and getting out and doing these things. They have a much more subtle lifestyle, so when we take them out and show them the crazy things that we do every day, they're a little shocked by it. So it takes a little time for them to warm up, but once they do, it is kind of fun to watch them, with trepidation get out and try something, and then all of a sudden see the grin show up on their face. And when they get home, they tell the other kids, oh, we did this and this and this, and we had the best time.
It was fun to watch them have fun, and it kind of made me feel good that they had an experience like that.
And the new experiences aren't limited to the water either.
We showed them Rice Krispie treats and I asked them if they wanted some, and of course all kids love Rice Krispie treats. But those kids kind of looked at us like, what are Rice Krispie treats? And so we had to get them to try them, but as soon as they tried them, they really did enjoy them.
From the food to the tubes, today has been all new for these Japanese students. But whether you're from across the ocean or just right next door, a day of boating on Starvation is going to surprise you. From the beach to the open water family fun of the northern shores, this is a place you'll want to explore more closely. There really is nothing like a day on the water. And while California is pretty far away for most of us, Starvation will at least let you feel what that experience is like.
Oh, a day of boating is heaven to me. It is away from everything. I try to leave my phone away. It is a day with my family. It's a day with the water. It's a day that I can work as hard as I want doing a slalom ski, or I can just play when I surf or sit in the boat and just relax.
I like to go out and just play on the water. That's my true enjoyment. And then I also like going out and showing Jaden that there's a lot more fun things to do than video games and iPads and that kind of stuff. I like to show her the true fun in life, and the stuff that really fulfills me, I think will give her fulfillment as well.
Well, Shin and Haru seem to be having a really good time out there. I think I'm going to join them and show them how it's really done on the tube. Right now, let's head back to Chad and Rhea for the Crawdad Fest.